Talking about that problem on the southern border, as I mentioned, there's an opinion piece at foxnews.com entitled this: 6 GOP House members, Democrats obsessed with impeachment, ignore border crisis. You're one of the authors of that piece. Explain what's being missed at the border because Washington is so obsessed with this witch hunt.
Well, thank you for having me on to talk about this specifically. This past weekend, I went with 5 of my colleagues to the Rio Grande Valley, which is the most trafficked portion of the southern border. And we went to see some of the things that are being done by the president under his leadership, including construction of a new piece of wall there, which was encouraging. But there's still some great vulnerabilities that the Democrats are really not addressing. So after the first 5 months of this past year saying there was no crisis at the border, finally in June, they acknowledged that there was when a bipartisan majority of both the House and the Senate voted to provide some emergency funding. But then just a few months later, Speaker Pelosi called for the 3rd time to overturn and reject the president's emergency crisis resolution. So how can you vote in favor of funding to support a crisis and then 2 or 3 months later say there is no crisis? Here's something else, too. We're now 1 month into the new fiscal year. We don't have one annual budget bill that has been signed into law. The Homeland Security Appropriations package has not even been considered by the House, and none of those proposed annual budget plans gives any money whatsoever for funding to secure the border. And to make it even worse, the defense budget bill has language that specifically precludes the use of money for the border. So it's an absolute rejection of what's going on. It's turning your backs on what the American people want. And worse than that, we're continuing with this impeachment obsession and not solving the real problems, which include the problem at the southern border.
Speaker Pelosi has tried to say from the beginning, we can walk and chew gum at the same time. We're going to pursue this inquiry, but we're going to still do the things we were elected to do. It's becoming clearer every single day. If all your focus is on impeachment, you're not getting anything else done. Representative, thank you very much for your time and for going to the border. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me, and happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans out there. We appreciate you. You're all heroes.
You got it, sir. Thank you.